No one walks in obedience to God's instruction for their life and ends up a failure in life. Today is not the day to sermonize, and I will not even share any lessons. I just want you to know that I hear you, I see you wherever you are. There is something about walking in obedience to God's instructions for your life that makes it feel like your life is a waking, walking irony. Tell me why a man who is 65 years old would wake up one day to decide that he wants to pack his entire family to go to an unknown place. No destination, no location, no plan, just go. I promise you, if that was 2026, it looks to me like they knew. And then a couple of people, about 1 million people, started a journey that said that God told them that he has released them from captivity and they were going to the promised land. And there they were for 40 years. They kept walking in the wilderness and there was no promised land in sight. And the land they finally found had people already, in that land. Walking in obedience, especially without tangible results yet, makes it look like you don't know what you're doing. It is shameful and painful in the process. I know this because I spent the better part of 8 years leading up to 2024, telling people that I was convinced that God asked me to go to church. And I could not really articulate what I was doing. My mother particularly would ask me, so what are you doing now? What about your degree? Any job? How much are they paying you now? And every time, all I had was, I trust God. I trust God. My classmates would say, what are you doing about practice? We had high expectations for you. You were getting set. We were sure that you are going to be a senior village of Nigeria. I have people who still call me son till today. My younger ones would call me to send them money, and I could not even afford to feed myself. So understand. Trust me, I understand when things do not really make sense. But one thing I can say and assure you is that it pays to be obedient. And obedience to God, that you can never be obedient to God and fail. But even if you look like it at the moment, eventually it will make sense. You can never be obedient to God and end up a failure. You can never walk in obedience to God's instruction and end up a failure in life. I know that, and I'm confident of this as much as I'm confident that I'm wearing a black shirt today. Once again, don't forget, I'm making this because I believe in your story. I believe in your testimony. And I trust that it will all make sense. I am Ajamam Lashem. See you next time.